Hi, welcome to Journey to Hydroponics. In this video, we shall be growing Bush Sitao beans, which is a cross hybrid between the native long bean and cowpea in my area. I'm hoping that Bush Sitao does not require the use of poles or trellises, which is great for condo gardening. I begin the germination by sterilizing the moist coco peat using a microwave for 3 minutes. Once the coco peat has cooled down, I place the coco peat onto my seedling container about 2 inches deep. This seedling container is a microwave container where I have placed drainage holes using a soldering iron. Moisten the coco peat with treated water. The treated water I'm referring to is basically tap water that has been placed on an open container for at least a day to remove the chlorine. Next, I place the seeds sideways onto 1-inch deep holes. I sprayed the seeds with treated water, cover them with coco peat, and sprayed the coco peat with the treated water one last time. Then I place a plastic cover on top of the coco peat to help retain the moisture, added some weights to help press the seeds down so that they are snuggled comfortably in the coco peat, and placed the seedlings in darkness using a box. So on the 4th day, I removed the weights and exposed the seedlings 1 to 2 inches below my LED grow lights. The LED lights I'm using are 18 watts, generating about 2,500 lumen and about 6,000 Kelvin. I also bottom feed with treated water to ensure that the coco peat remains moist for the seedlings' roots. On the 6th day, I was surprised to see the seedlings developing so quickly, like the fairy tale Jack and the Beanstalk. It became apparent that the beans were overgrowing the seedling container, so I had to transfer them each onto their own final container. The final container consisted of using 8-ounce plastic cups to hold the coco peat and seedling. These 8-ounce plastic cups have holes on the bottom, which I made using a soldering iron. Then, I filled the cups 3/4 high with coco peat. To transfer the seedlings, loosen the coco peat on the sides and slowly lift the seedling up. Try not to damage the roots. Place the seedling onto the plastic cups and add in some more coco peat to help bury the bottom of the seedling so that it is stable. Then, I water the seedling with treated water to compact the coco peat. I also bottom fed the seedlings so that the coco peat remains moist. When you see a 3rd leaf appear, mine happened on the 8th day, I used half-strength solution to bottom feed. Half-strength solution is half water and half nutrient solution. The nutrient solution I'm using is an international brand called Master Blend. Do check out the link on the description below to learn about how to mix the ingredients. The Master Blend formula is similar to the basil formula, only I kept the pH level at 6.3 to 6.5. By day 10, a new set of leaves grew, and so now I bottom feed the seedlings with full-strength nutrient solution. Around day 12, I noticed some roots appearing at the bottom of the cup. This is the time I now transfer the seedling onto a container. The container I'm using is a 2-liter size container where I had 2-inch holes placed on the lid to hold the cup. The nutrient solution was filled to reach the bottom of the cup so that the coco peat remains moist. I also placed some clay balls and stones on top of the seedling so that the algae will not develop on the moist coco peat when exposed to light. On day 28, you can see that these seedlings were growing way too tall for my grow lights. It's not exactly what I wanted for indoor gardening. So I had to place the plants outside on the balcony where I already had a trellis that gets exposed to afternoon sun. Always check the level of your nutrient solution. I'm using the Kratky method, which is a passive and simple hydroponic technique for growing plants. When the roots are still short, like what we saw on day 12, the solution is kept a little above the bottom of the cup so that the coco peat remains moist for the roots. But when the roots are long and plenty, the nutrient solution is now kept 1 to 2 inches below the cup, just like the example on day 30. On day 35, this is how the roots look like and the level of the nutrient solution. I noticed that flowers also appeared. Moreover, I decided to cut the tops of the vines because it was just getting too tall, and I didn't want this to happen. Day 49, I got to harvest a few beans. Day 62, I got to harvest the second batch. Day 96, I got to harvest a third and last batch, but the beans were now fewer and quite small. Well, that's it for growing Bush Sitao. I'm not really sure if the variety of beans I got were really bush beans, but it was a great experience to grow beans for the first time, and I will still try to grow beans using a different variety. So thank you for watching Journey to Hydroponics. Take care.